Hey guys, how you going? Welcome to Hold the Ball, HCB. I hope you guys have had a good day today. I hope it's been smooth and everything's okay and you're nice and sweet as wherever you are, whether that be New Zealand, Australia, or anywhere else. Thanks again for tuning in and appreciate it. It's been a few days since my last video. I did a video on the North American Rugby League and my thoughts around it and the upcoming season and the fixtures. So hey, if you're into it or if you don't know about it, have a look. And tell me what you think about it. But look, without further ado, this is about the Warriors against the Cowboys over in Townsville. And I give you guys basically my thoughts, sort of improvements of what we can do, key players who I think can help us, and sort of like who will score tries in my prediction, as well as sort of like my thoughts about the Cowboys. So let's get straight into it. So the Warriors announced today for Team this Tuesday. The announcement was fullback is Rhys Walsh. The wings are Montoya and Tuivasa-Sheck. The centers are Pompey and Aitken. In the halves, we have Nikorima and Chanel Harris-Tavita. In the props, we have Taunua Brown and Evans. And then our hooker is Egan. Second rows, we have is Murchie and Katoa. And then our lock is Tory Harris. Over at the interchange, we have Tevanga, Mau, Afoa, and Murdoch Masila. Very strong, again, just the same. A strong lineup with the boys there, unchanged. And then at the reserves, we have Daniela Otukolo, Rocco Berry, Sean O'Sullivan, and Jackson Frey. Many of you guys may be wondering who Jackson Frey is. He's a young player that we signed, I believe, in 2019. He came through the Roosters sort of system. I don't even think he's actually debuted for us, but I'm hearing good things about him from what I've been seeing, and I'm hoping that he can one day sort of play for us because he's actually a very good player. He's actually over 190 centimeters tall. I've heard he's a good, strong runner, good defender, and he's young too, you know. So I'm just sort of thinking why. My thoughts around him is why has he not been able to crack the team, and that's no disrespect to the players that are there currently, but you know, surely he could at least get a game or two, see how he goes. But anyway, look, that's besides the point. This is the team we have. I guess first things first, Rhys Walsh, good, awesome, amazing. It's good that he's in there. It's good that he's playing. It's good that he's starting. Again, as Nathan Brown says, he's got a few things to work on, absolutely. But he's in the team. He's going to create a bit of I guess, a threat for the Cowboys to be looking at. You already know very well that Todd Payton and his boys are going to be doing their homework on Rhys Walsh. That's a given. All right. But the beauty about it is that when they have their focus on one player, the another player shines. And normally that does bode well for us. And in this case, Tuivasa-Sheck himself. So awesome as. But I like how Nathan Brown has sort of stuck to his guns here. Again, it's the best team we can field, you know. We just got to wait for Noah Blake to come in and obviously sort of just go from there. But I mean, you've got Aitken and Pompey. Aitken as well, a defensive guru. I think he's a defensive player, good player, gets in the dirty work. And the fact that him and Tuivasa-Sheck are partnered together is good as well, because Aitken usually can clean up the mess that's running towards Tuivasa-Sheck from the defensive point, and he's always there to help him and back him up and support as well from that defensive angle. So it's good. It's also good as well to see Montoya on the wing. Look, I don't know what's happening with Maumalo. I do know that we've been screaming for pace, so here it is. So let's make do of it. I don't know when he's coming back or not. I don't know any backstory there, but that's just the way it is for now. And our Pompey as well, who played some okay football, you know, last week. Not the best, but hey, got to do what you got to do, you know. And it's probably a good thing that he's playing again, just to sort of get his game and sort of work that combination with him and Montoya. And then, so the halves, we have Nikorima and Chanel Harris-Tavita. Again, hey, the spine, first time they played last week, second time they're going to play this week. You're just going to hope that they're going to be improving. I know Nikorima needs, hopefully he's been doing some tackling practice. Hopefully CHT has been doing some kicking practice. I'm sort of hoping that the boys there are aware of the way that they perform or should perform, and sort of like the functions that they do and can create for the boys. because at the same time, as good as it is seeing Walsh, be in that line, it's also just as pivotal for those two boys to take control of the game. And I think especially Chanel Harris Tavita. And I know many people may think that that's probably not a good option or good pressure or pressure that he should not be facing. But I think personally that he needs to be thrown into the deep end. He needs to show what he's capable of. We've got to remember that he has, he's played for us last year as well, right? He's played for us for quite a while. So it's not like a new sort of a thing here. Like, I think it is better for him to take the reins a bit, let him be in more control. Nicarima can do the fancy stuff, but let's see a bit of CHT controlling that game, as I think he can. I'm trying to be positive here. I really want to believe in this game, so let's do it from here. Again, with our props, look, Taunua Brown and Evans. Look, Taunua Brown, just run more than 9 meters. That's what I'm asking. If you can slap it times 3 or 4, or even go 100 meters, that'll be beautiful. It's amazing that we even won the game when we saw how much punch forward we got, and it wasn't much at all. So it just shows you that our backs actually took that game in their own hands, quite literally, to win us the game there. So Evans, Taunua Brown, more of that attacking. We just need punch up the middle. I'm not talking about anything fancy. We just need more meters from these boys. And Egan as well, look, controversial character, purely because people are so on the fence with him, or some people already have their sides picked on him. I personally think he's good. I personally think he offers a good defensive base for us to settle down when things get a bit hard. Albeit, yes, missed the tackle, the odd tackle, but it is what it is. Look, we're not going to worry about that. For what he offers, I think is good. And look, given the defensive woes of the Warriors, it's probably more of a better focus, that we have a defensive hooker than we do an attacking one. Simply because I believe we have the attacking there. We just need to close up the shop on the defensive front. And again, just going over Murchie and Katoa. Look, Murchie, good support player. Had an up and down game, as I spoke about before. And Katoa, again, look, okay. From my opinion, okay. He was okay. I think he should probably offer a bit more, but in saying that, he's first game back in a while, so you just gotta sort of let him ease into it. But I'm just looking for, hopefully, for more ball running, hopefully some more of those, trademark tries that we know he can get, especially when he sort of goes near the line and picks out a man and sort of runs through him and scores. That's the Katoa that we know. So hopefully more of that. Toy Harris, hey, as quoted by Kempi over at Bloke in the Bar, he's the rock of the Warriors, and I agree. Again, as I spoke about before, he does the unpretty stuff. We don't look at it, we don't notice it. It's not pretty. We love the flair, we love the fast running, we love all of those things. So I think for me personally, Harris is going to be instrumental in this game. Touched on the bench before, Devanga Amau, Afo Murdoch Masila. As long as we get that strong push forward, and hopefully Tavanga can hopefully keep that aggression of his, just probably in the back pocket for a little bit in some cases, that'll be good. But overall, as I said before, it's a good squad. I mean, generally it's all good. Touching it as well, the improvements we need is defense. That's it. Defense wins games. Attack is pretty. Attack as well, it's good. I think we've got a better offensive sort of a team than people give us credit for. If you think about it in that sense, we've put more points on the Storm than any other team have done thus far. And that includes the Rabbitohs. And yeah, I get it. They didn't have their full squad, but still, look at the Rabbitohs compared to us, right? And the Panthers. So from that standpoint, we were okay. Like, we're not the worst attacking team. We know the attack. But defensively, that's a whole nother story. And I think we as players, or we as a team, our players, should I say, our team needs to hopefully have that cemented. Now, look at the Cowboys. They're gonna have some threats there, but I'll talk about them very soon. I think for us, some of the key players, look, Harris, Tuivasa-Sheck, Walsh. I think the halves are gonna have to play an instrumental role here. And I reckon Ben Murdoch Masila in R4 may have a bit of a say here in regards to to coming in when the forwards from the Cowboys are tired. That's just sort of something I'm examining there. potentially could be the case there that they will be brought in, 20, 30 minutes into the game. So we'll see how that goes there. But those are my sort of players. Again, Tuivasa-Sheck, Walsh, Harris, the halves, and potentially some of their guys from the bench. So that's just how it's looking for me. If they can all sort of work in unison on the defensive end, that'll be good. I don't think I need to describe too much on the offensive end. We've got it there. Montoya is he's a welcome addition, Montoya. Just not the fact that when he, wobbles the ball or for some reason kicks it when Walsh is on his inside or doesn't pass it altogether when Walsh is there. So working on that stuff there, that's probably it. But defense. I'm not going to say anything else. Defense. That's it. Defense. Tackle. So if we can do that, we're good. Try scorers. I reckon Walsh, Montoya, and I reckon chuck in probably Katoa for a bit of a positive vibe there. So those are my 3 try scorers, anytime scorers, is Walsh, Katoa, and Marcelo Montoya. But yeah, so just before I do my predictions, I'm going to talk about the Cowboys just quickly. I do believe 3 of their players are not playing. Lemuelu, Connolly Lemuelu, Jason Taumalolo, and Lachlan Burr. Jason Taumalolo and Burr are not playing because of the suspensions that they received from the Knights game. And Lemuelu, I believe, is injured. And the Knights did well to beat a spirited Knights team last week in a game that I thought was going to be going the way of the Knights with the way it was being officiated. But no, the Cowboys did well to fight back at the end and they took control of the game. But look, for us Warriors fans, those are big key outs. Obviously, don't wish injury or suspension on players. But I'll tell you what, not having Taumalolo there is a big difference, and it helps us more than anything. That's the reality, right? Like, that's it. Any team who plays us would hope, say for example that Walsh doesn't play or Roger Tuivasa-Sheck doesn't play it. Yeah, it goes that way as well. But yeah, the Cowboys, they're going to be looking very good. They're very good on the attack. Their backs are very strong. You almost can't fault them. Offensively, they're good. Defensively, I think they may have a bit of trouble like us. However, I think offensively we are the better team, I believe. Hopefully, I'm just not being biased there. Yeah, no, it's going to be a tight game. But I reckon we come off the chocolates, and we love eating chocolates over here. So looking forward to that one there. But my prediction for the game, Warriors 28, Cowboys 12. There we go. That's what I think. Warriors 28, Cowboys 12. In a game where we thankfully or hopefully have cemented that defense and do well to brush them off. But I'm looking forward to that game over in Townsville. It's going to be a good crack of a game. It's a Friday game. It's the first game on the Friday. All that matters is getting that W, Just a good feeling, isn't it, to get a W, start the weekend off right. But that's my preview of the Warriors game against the Cowboys. So it's Cowboys versus the Warriors over in Townsville in a game that should be a good game, and hopefully a game we come off with the W. But yeah, Warriors to win it for me in a good game. But thanks again, guys, for watching. Tell me, guys, what you think. What do you reckon? Who are the duds here? Was there someone who shouldn't have been picked? Was there someone you like to pick? What's your thoughts on Rhys Walsh? We all love talking about the young bloke. But yeah, take it easy, guys. And I'll be back with another video very shortly. But till then, hold the ball.